Right, so this is the rig I'm using. This is the same rig which Jay from Smash Fishing gave me last time we went squidding. I believe this is a dropper loop at the top. Now I'm just calling this a double shot rig. I'm not sure the exact name of it, but yeah, you have one small lure on the dropper loop at the top, and you got a little attractor fluorescent bead there down to about a 6 or 7 gram weight, swivel lure clip, and your bottom lure there. So let's get these out and see if we can get squid. Just get a bit of light on the lures there. Charged them a little bit with my head torch, but put them under that light for a little bit of extra charge. Let's get them down there. Now all I'm doing is letting the lures sink to the bottom and then just a slow retrieve in, trying to avoid getting snagged on the bottom. Now I'm actually fishing straight into the wind. I was actually planning on going to the lighthouse, but I thought I'd give it a few casts here first. So yeah, we'll see how it goes here, and then I might go up to the lighthouse. At least I'll have the wind behind me up there. Squid on, guys. This is, if I can get it up, hopefully. It's a very light rod I'm using, but oh, here he comes. Yes, there we go. There is our first squid. Let's get you a better show there. Lovely job, perfect size as well, just what I'm after. So that was about, I think, 4th, maybe 5th cast. Beauty. Well, there we go, that didn't take long, so I'm pretty pleased about that. 4th or 5th cast, one little squid, perfect eating size, so that one is going to be getting cooked up later on today. There's the lure, just hooked on the tentacle there, so I'm going to get them dispatched now. Now all I'm going to do is just give it a little chop behind the head there, and as you can see, loses all its colour. Beauty, good start. Well, I'm really pleased about that. That one's going to be getting cooked up later on. So let's see if we can get 1 or 2 more. Now that one took really close to the wall. All I was doing was just bringing it in very slowly like this, and then when I got about halfway into the retrieve, I let some more line out, let it sink a little bit further, and just carried on slow retrieve, and that's when it took. Now it is a bit tricky at the moment here because you've got a bit of a bow in the line because of the wind coming in. You don't have put a bend in the rod when you're fishing this high up as well. Good fun. Now the rod I'm using is just my one of my bass rods, which I used to use for all of my bass fishing. Now I just tend to use it for this. Say Nomura Haru 10 to 30 gram, and on here I've just got 20-pound mono and a size, I think it's about size 2000 Mitchell reel, which, to be completely honest, this reel has definitely seen better days bearings in the handle have gone, and every now and then it's doing it right now. It seizes up. It does loosen every now and then, but yeah, it can make retrieving a bit difficult sometimes. I do have a couple of spare spinning reels at home which are loaded with braids, so I might just take the braid off them and put this mono onto them. Let's see if we can get some more. Bit of squid fishing at 5 in the morning. Probably got about an hour and a half, maybe a little bit longer, of darkness left before the sun rises, so still got time yet. In again, there's lots of weed there. Oh, it's on the top lure this time. On the top lure. Nice. There we go. One taken on the top lure. Happy days. Well, 2 squid down so far. That last little one came on the top lure, which quite happy about. Now there was a guy just next to me. He just came up for half an hour. He's also had 2. But the sun is rising now. You can see the sort of cloudy, orangey sky over there. So daylight is upon us. I'm going to give it another 10 or 15 minutes and that'll be it. So here we've got our 2 squid. I'm going to be taking these to the kitchen and cooking them up later on. So I'll see you in the kitchen. Right, so I've got the squid here. Now these bits, the tentacles, the head, I'm going to be keeping for bait. The tentacles are good black bream bait or anything really, so I'm going to be hanging on to those and I'll be freezing those afterwards. Now I'm just going to take the innards out, and what I'll do is I've got one, as you can see, one bigger one and one smaller one, and what I'm going to do is I'll just prep this one now. I'll do that one later on because I want to get this one cooked, because yeah, I'm hungry. So I'll do this one and I'll do the bigger one a bit later on. So just getting your hands in there. I've already taken quite a bit of the ink out, so really now I'm just giving it a rinse, make sure everything's out in there. It can be a bit fiddly because they're a bit slimy. That's about most of it. And now just take the cartilage bone out. They can just be a little bit tricky to handle, these squid, because they're very slimy. You just got to get a good grip of it. Oh, come on. Or you can just grab a cloth, get a bit more of extra grip on there. Can't find it now. That's just snapped, but if it does break, you can just find the other bit, and then you can push it out from one side. There we go. That's just a cartilage bone there. You can get rid of that. And then just grab by the wings, thumb there, finger there, and if you just pull, it will come apart. These I'll also just stick in the pot for bait. And then all of this is just sinew. So this will just sort of peel off if you go around it. You can get the back of a knife and just scrape it as well. Because yeah, they can be a bit fiddly, these squid. They're just very slimy creatures. But once you get a grip on it, so I'll take the rest of that sinew off in a second when I get it on the chopping board. But yeah, that's the bit I'm going to cook up now. Perfect size for one person. So yeah, I'll get on to the next part once I've given this a little rinse. So here's the ingredients I'm going to be using. Now this is a really simple recipe, very much like just deep frying it in batter or just flour. I'm just adding a few different spices and herbs here. So we've got some dried oregano, dried basil, dried thyme, some onion granules, garlic granules, the plain flour, some mustard powder, ground paprika, a bit of black pepper, also some white pepper and some sea salt. And then the egg and the milk is going to be for the egg wash for when we come to pane it in a second. So I'll take you through the next step now. Right, so milk in here, just one egg goes in, and that's going to be your egg wash. Just give it a little mix up. Now you can actually, when you're doing southern fried chicken, it's nice to use buttermilk instead of, this is just regular dairy milk, but it's nice to use buttermilk out of a tin because it's a bit sweeter and it adds to the flavour once everything's crumbed. But on this occasion I'm just using regular milk, so we've got milk and the egg in there. Now this is literally, I'm just making this for me, so I'm only going to be making a little bit of this flour mix, but there are no specific quantities. But I just want to show you how easy it is. I mean, I've seen a lot of catch and cook videos with squid, and obviously deep fried squid is lovely. People are doing it like that in batter and breadcrumbs. This is just something a little bit different, and as long as you've got these little things, these last in the cupboard for weeks, months, years. So when you've always got them to hand, it's just nice to knock up. So into this bowl, just going to put about 3 tablespoons of plain flour, and that should be enough. I'll just do another half there, so 3.5 tablespoons of plain flour. And then got a teaspoon, first of all, garlic granules. Gonna do about 2/3 of a teaspoon. Onion granules will be the same, about 2/3. Then we got some dried thyme. Gonna do about 1/2 teaspoon of dried thyme. We have dried basil, again about 1/2 teaspoon. Oregano, same again. Now you can make this up. Once you've made it a few times, you can just put as much as what you like of each ingredient in. Now this is paprika, and I'm going to do 1 teaspoon of paprika, just a touch more. The mustard powder, just going to do 1/2 teaspoon. There we go. And then white pepper. This may seem like a lot, however, it gives it a little bit of spice. So you want 2 teaspoons of white pepper. And then I've just got some regular sea salt, and I'm going to do 2 teaspoons of that, and then just some black pepper as well. So that's all the ingredients in there, and all you do is just give it a mix up like so, and it really is as easy as that. And like I said, you can, prime thing to do this with is chicken breast, drumsticks, chicken wings, but I just thought I'd do something a little bit different. It does go well with squid, so yeah, let's get on to the next bit. Right, so we've got our squid here, and all I'm doing is just trying to get the rest of that sinew off. So you can just scrape it with the knife and it'll slide off. There's not too much left on this bit. You can just cut the bits off like that. It doesn't matter if there's a little bit on there, it's no biggie. As long as you've got the worst of it off, that's all that counts. Now just take the end off there, and then what we're going to do is hopefully just turn it inside out. It can be so tricky sometimes. Now this isn't a necessity, you don't have to turn it inside out. However, by doing this, what it does is, as you can see, you still have all of this on the inside. So by turning it inside out, it means you can get all the rest of the sinew from the innards off. So you've got a nice smooth bit of squid. Again, very slippery stuff. Yeah, you don't have to go crazy. Just get the worst of it off. Right, now I'm not going to faff around too much, and that's going to do it. So all I'm going to do is just cut it into thin rings. You want to keep it fairly thin. This is going to cook very quickly. This is a perfect size as well. Perfect size for one person. The squid that we had, well, that I had was smash fishing a month or so ago. Although it was nice, it was very big, so it was very, very thick. It was 3-4 times the thickness of this. So it can be a little bit chewy when it's that thick. So yeah, these are ideal size. But there we go, all good to go. Right, so all we're doing here, squid goes into the flour. You can put it all in at once, doesn't really matter. So you just want to coat it in the flour first, and you're going to go flour, egg wash, flour. So by putting it into the flour mix first, just gives the egg wash something to cling on to. Just shake it off into the egg wash. There we go. And then coat it nicely in that. And then back into the flour. Just do a bit at a time. Makes it a little bit easier. And you get a nice even coat. And there we have it. That just goes onto a plate for now. And I've got the oil heating up. So we should be good to go in about 5 minutes time. Right, so here's our squid. Oil's all heated up now. Now it's a little bit noisy because I've obviously got the extractor fan on, but we should be good to go. Nice and hot oil. So squid goes in. Now I'll see if I can get it all in, but I might just do half and half. Just going to do half for now, just so it doesn't overflow. And this isn't going to take long whatsoever. As you can see, that's colouring already. All the spices, the pepper, paprika gives it the nice smokiness, has a bit of heat to it. But yeah, that is pretty much good to go. Now you're looking at about 30 seconds to a minute. It really does cook quickly. You're cooking at a very high temperature heat, so it doesn't take long whatsoever. It does make a little bit of a mess, but it's worth it in the end. So here we go, southern fried squid, made in a matter of 5 minutes. Yeah, it's a lovely recipe this. So if you're gonna do squid, breadcrumbs, battered, whatever, give this one a try. It's something a little bit different, and believe me, it is so good. Now, I actually wish someone was here to taste this with me. It really is amazing. KFC, that's exactly what it tastes like. Southern fried chicken, but southern fried squid. Absolutely amazing. Really tender. I mean, you saw how long it was cooked for. It doesn't take long whatsoever, but it's absolutely brilliant, that. Just show you a little piece. Lovely, crispy, flaky batter. Tender strips of squid. You really can't beat it. I might have to make this for Smash Fishing. I think he'll like this one. So yeah. Jay, if you happen to watch this, let's go get some squid. We'll do it southern fried style. Well, anyway, thanks very much for watching. Hope you can gain something from this video. It's been quite good fun making it. Now, I'll be out in the weeks to come doing all sorts of fishing. So yeah, there'll be plenty more to come on the channel. Maybe some more catch and cooks. It's just finding the time to get round to it, really. But thanks to everyone who subscribes. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe to the channel, like the videos, share the videos. Yeah, I'll appreciate it so much. So yeah, until next time, thanks again. Amazing.